Hi, this is Anna Choi, your host of Energy TV. I am a conscious business coach helping conscious business leaders prevent burnout and grow in flow. So, today's episode, we are talking about going on a hot date with yourself. Yes, one of the biggest energy drains I see my clients make is in their relationships. And a lot of times, in general, as human beings, we put the onus on others to fill us up. Now, we don't do this consciously, it's completely subconscious of, hey, I really want to feel needed. I really want to feel wanted. I really want to feel interesting. And so we create situations where that can happen. It used to be, maybe for traveling for me, or when you meet big groups of people, which is harder these days to do with the global pandemic. So being able to create a date with yourself is the ultimate expression of self-love that can quickly stop that energy drain and instead actually renew and accumulate much more energy. So I'm going to deconstruct what a hot date looks like, and then I'm going to give you an example of my own hot date that I had with myself, and then I'm going to give you some actions to take so that you can actually get one on the books for yourself. So first off, let's deconstruct what is a hot date. A hot date is a time where you not just go watch a movie, because that's not going to be very connecting with yourself, as it's not, if you may have noticed, with a partner or relationship you have. A hot date is doing everything that would fill your soul up. And it could be your biggest desires that there's never an occasion for to do. So first, number one, think about what are the things that you've always wanted to do on a hot date that you never get to do. Is it dancing? Is it a particular way of eating? Is it being treated like a goddess or a god or a queen? Like, what does that look like? So after you brainstorm a list, you can kind of pick the main elements that really excite you, that fulfill you on a deep, deep level, that you can create a situation that you would never get otherwise, that'll never normally naturally come along. Okay, the second piece of this is an example with myself. So my husband and son, I've been married 17 years, they went on a man trip camping and I was at home, and it was during the pandemic, so there's not that many options. And it's been 6 months in. And one of the things I hadn't granted myself was just getting all dressed up because I've been at home. So, and all my travel plans have been canceled. And I actually had this dress that was still in the dry cleaning, like plastic bag thing I was supposed to wear for this huge event that I had hosted. I was going to be on stage for, and it got canceled literally right at the start of COVID. So I never opened it. And 6 months in, I'm like, I was waiting for this occasion to happen that would be big enough, special enough, and it just didn't come. And so I said, well, I'm it. I'm the occasion. The hot date with myself. So I busted out that dress. I put it on. I put on the stockings and the shoes and put on the makeup. And so that was my plan there. So you gotta have, there's a little bit of preparation here involved when you're figuring out how to do this. I figured out what was my most delicious, delightful meal I could possibly have. And I was like, well, I love creme brulee, and I'm vegan vegetarian. So there's this delicious, delectable recipe. So I made that ahead of time. And then I planned ahead which restaurant I would get takeout from. So I didn't have to work all the time for it because I didn't want to spend my hot date cooking the whole time. And then I figured out what my arrangement would be on my dinner table, like a restaurant with a flower and just a classy vibe. I put candles on, turn the music down, put the music I love to create an ambiance, just feeling so special. And that meal was so wonderful, and I just ate slowly and enjoyed every bite. Then I went dancing with myself, and I never get the occasion to dance. My husband's not a dancer, and there's just never really, maybe at some conferences you dance, but not like the kind of dancing I want to do. So I wanted some more sensual dancing where I'm in touch with myself, and that there's not trust me, any venue. I'm not going to go to some club or something to get that. So I've been having that need probably for like 30 plus years, right? And I put the music down, closed all the windows and blinds, so I had privacy, and I danced away. A very nice, slow, sensual dancing with myself, and it was so good. It was so replenishing. Next, I took a hot bath with Epsom salts and essential oils. I almost put flower petals on the ground leading up to the bathroom, but I just got to soak and play my favorite music. So good. I get excited just thinking about it. So I was going to go to a movie or like go walk outside, but the weather didn't permit. So all the elements I wanted in my date didn't necessarily happen, but the best parts did. And I was shocked how much it filled me up. And you've heard about going on dates with yourself, but not usually. It's like, I'm going to take myself to a movie or to a dinner. And I don't know. It's different when you're creating the environment for it. It's really the opportunity of today's times to make the perfect date. So then the last piece of this is, what are you going to do when I challenge you to get your calendar out right now and put that date down? If you are a lady who has a monthly cycle, I recommend during your period is actually perfect because you want to rest during that time anyway and reflect. But otherwise, just pick the next best date that you can have that space and that time. Obviously, you can all center around when your other family members might be gone anyway. Put that down. And then the next piece is to create all those elements of what you want on the date. You can always do another one, so don't worry about getting them all. Just do the most things that your soul deeply desires. That is the key. And when you're able to do this as a conscious business leader, is take this kind of personal development training on your own with really filling up your soul. Your energy will be so boundless and amazing and replenishing. You will fall in love with yourself, and what greater gift could you possibly give to really energetically align yourself than going on a hot date with yourself and realizing your greatness and feeling unconditional love. That was my goal, is just to really experience unconditional love through my desires and have it actually manifest into reality. All right, so I hope you got a lot of juice out of this, and I'm excited for you to do your maybe first hot date. Maybe you've gone on many. Awesome. Make it a regular routine, at least quarterly, but monthly would be awesome. And it doesn't have to be a whole elaborate night. It could just be, honestly, it could be just an hour or even 15 minutes. Just whatever time you can dedicate truly to yourself, where your job is to just love on yourself. All right. Subscribe if this was fun for you, and we will come out with more weekly episodes. All right.